Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me. Today, we're receiving a channeled message from Archangel Michael. And to choose your reading, just focus on the crystals. Let your inner guidance help you decide which reading you want to listen to. The cards will be revealed in the reading. For reading number 1, we have Black Tourmaline. This is what that crystal looks like. And for reading number 2, we have Trapiche, Amethyst. And for reading number 3, we have Brown Snowflake, Obsidian. You'll find a link to all the readings in the description box below. I'll be announcing the next winner for a free personalized tarot reading on October 2nd, 2024. All you have to do to qualify is give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and type personal power in the comments below. I list all the cards that I use, all the decks, in the description box below if that's something that you're interested in. And if there's a link that can help you find them, I'll include that as well. Enjoy your readings. Hello, reading number 1. You chose the Black Tourmaline, which is an energy protector and cleanser. It's connected to the root chakra, and so is Archangel Michael, who's also a protector. And the card you chose is Ask Your Angels. Ask your angels for help and guidance. They want to help you. All right, let's get some oracle cards and see what other messages Archangel Michael has for you at this time. What does Archangel Michael want reading number 1 to know right now? Okay, here we go. Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. This card is about the exchange of energy. And that's not only through your creative gifts, talents, skills, tangible things, but also your energy, exchange energy. So through gratitude, through appreciation, time, doing it without expectation of what the return will be, but trusting that there will be a return. All right, let's see what other. Here we go. 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. How you express yourself, communication. And it did say ask your angels. So ask Archangel Gabriel, ask Archangel Michael for assistance, for guidance. You can sit in meditation, you can sit outdoors, connect with them. You can begin to facilitate that through writing. So you can start a gratitude list and write down what you're grateful for, and this will help you to also open up and express gratitude towards others, towards your angels, your guides, source. And the more that you do this, the more exchange of energy you'll have. Look at the way he's holding his hand over his heart. When you see that gesture, it shows gratitude. So I'm really getting this message of you communicating not only the help that you need to spirit, to source, your angels, your guides, to other people, but also the gratitude. Any type of energy exchange. I see this really being a theme for you right now. Let's get You know, let's get one of these cards. Yeah. What other message do you have, Archangel Michael, for reading number 1? Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. All right. Perspective. So looking for things to be grateful for. Sometimes, you know, it's very easy to get in a state where we can't see things to be grateful for. And that's what we have this tourmaline, black tourmaline for. It's to help release any of those negative energies, those energies that kind of help keep us stuck in a place of noticing what's going wrong instead of what's going right. And Archangel Michael wants to help you transmute that, wants to help guide you back to the light, little by little, just noticing what positive things are happening and what that's going to do. He's showing me like a flower. And in order for this flower to grow, you have to appreciate it and tell it all of its beautiful qualities, everything that you appreciate about it, its smell, its color, its shape, its beauty, its vibrance. And the more that you appreciate it, the more that it grows. And there's an energy in your life that's the same way. So there's something that he's asking you to appreciate so that it will grow and blossom. Wow, it's really beautiful. All right, let's get some tarot cards and see what other information we can get. What else does Archangel Michael want to help reading number 1 with at this time? The Magician. Beginning to create what you want, to manifest what you want through your intentions, your will, where you put your attention, your focus, and channeling that creative energy. The Magician, because it's the number 1, it correlates with all of the aces, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. And you can see those elements there. You see the chalice, the sword, the wand, and the pentacle. So it's beginning all of these things. So what Archangel Michael is saying is that the more that you focus your attention on what you want instead of what isn't working well, the more you will create what you want to create. It's channeling that energy through gratitude, through appreciation, through nurturing, just like that flower he's showing me, appreciating all the qualities of that beautiful life force. All right, let's get some more cards. This is such a beautiful message, reading number 1. Okay, that just flew out. The Wheel of Fortune. Luck is turning in your favor. Look at all the energy on this. This really is about transforming your life by transforming your mindset, your perspective. This is huge. You have the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune right off the bat. 2 major arcana cards. This is also going from 1 to 10, learning something. So I do see you mastering this ability to create what you want to create by controlling your thoughts, your intentions, where you shine your light in your life. What else does Archangel Michael want reading number 1 to know at this time? All right. The Four of Swords, rest, recuperation, rejuvenation, and nurturing. You see, this fish down here is nourishment, right? We just talked about you nourishing a flower, and the flower being a metaphor for that divine energy that you want to cultivate in your life. And here we have it, nourishing yourself, nourishing that part of yourself that you want to expand and grow. And taking time to, if you need guidance, to meditate and connect with Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, your guardian angels, for guidance. Asking them to help you. Okay. Two of Cups, harmony. This is going to bring you harmony. And I'm hearing just a simple daily practice. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. Just taking a few minutes, and you can incorporate this into other things that you do. So if you start your day out with a nice warm beverage, then during that time, you know, asking Archangel Michael or your guardian angels to show you what, you know, to help you shine your light on those things. And just looking for things to appreciate. You can make it a question like, you know, how many people will wear blue today? Archangel Michael is associated with the color blue. It can be something neutral that's not even a benefit to you. It's just kind of a little exercise for you to practice. And then count how many people you talk to or you notice wearing blue. And then start to, you know, increase this skill by, okay, show me, you know, who's helpful today by who's wearing, and pick another color, or you can stick with blue or your favorite color, whatever it is. Little things like that, and it's going to start to work. It's this communication, this cycle of energy where you put your attention, and you're going to be amazed at the harmony that you create within yourself and within your relationships with your angels, relationships with source, your guides, and with other people. Wow. Such a powerful message. Thank you, Archangel Michael. What else would you like? Reading number 1 to know today. Okay, quite a few just flew out. Maybe too many. Let's see. Let's see if I can scooch these down. All right, we have 8 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, and the Hermit. The 8 of Cups is you moving away from something, you moving away from this fear-based energy, which is, you know, what kind of leads us to noticing what's going wrong. For example, you're going to work and someone cuts you off. There may be a fear of an accident or a fear of now it's going to take you longer to get to work and you might be late. It's this fear-based energy. So it's like you've had enough of that and you're moving towards something else. You're moving towards the light. You're being liberated of this. And look at the very next card. We see this dove. And in the very next card, you're holding the dove. The Nine of Pentacles is this breakthrough in your consciousness, this shift, this change. And look at this all around her and over her. This is an achievement in your spiritual growth, your consciousness. And here we have that light that I was talking about. Now you're using your light. This is the light of the star, which is a symbol of hope and positivity. So you're using hope, positivity, and love to light your way, rather than trying to avoid fear. Trying to avoid fear is like, if I say, don't think of a monkey. Don't think of a cute little monkey jumping around. It's the opposite's going to happen. If you try to avoid this fear, this situation, it's just going to stay in your consciousness more. And so instead of doing that, you're going to shift your energy by shining your light on what it is that you want. You don't want unhelpful people, you want helpful people. So in the morning when you're drinking your beverage, think about the helpful people that you're going to see. Ask your angels to send you helpful people, and then look for those helpful people and they will show up. Wow, I love your reading number 1. Please let me know how it resonates. You're always welcome to reach out to me for additional guidance through my website. Please let me know how this connects. I love to read your comments. Wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 3. You chose this brown Snowflake Obsidian, which is a very grounding stone. It helps to release emotional and spiritual blockages. It aids in self-reflection and can improve sleep. And you also chose this card. It's up to you. All right. Perhaps that's connected to the self-reflection. We'll see as we get more cards. All right, what does Archangel Michael want reading number 3 to know? What is Archangel Michael wanting to help reading number 3 with at this time? Third chakra, Archangel Shamael. So that's 2 archangels, right? You have Archangel Michael and Archangel Shamael, but also there's something you're creating. So we can have creative ideas. If we don't follow them through with action, then they may not be realized, at least not by us. So there is this idea of being inspired, but then following through with that inspiration with excited action. All right, let's get another one of these cards. What message does, okay, this one, strategy, yeah. Making strategic planning and then following it through with action. Let's get one of these cards. What are you working on? I feel like you're really working on something creative. Some creative project. Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. All right, and I mentioned that the Snowflake Obsidian also helps you to stay grounded. So again, if we just dream about our things, but we don't take action, then we can't anchor them into the 3D. So it's not enough to think about what we want, but we have to follow it with action in order to anchor it into the 3D so that it will manifest. Right? It's like a seed. If you have a seed and it just stays in the package, you're never going to grow tomatoes or cucumbers or zucchini. You have to plant those seeds in the ground, and then you have to water it and nurture it in order for it to grow. All right, what else is Archangel Michael? All right. Oh, this came out in reading number 2. Longing for home. Homesick for the stars. Really interesting that that came out twice. So I feel like there are star seeds that come to this channel. Sometimes people who feel like they don't belong here, like they don't fit in, it's because they come from somewhere else, but you volunteered to be here to help us on this planet at this time, help raise our consciousness. And this may be why you may have this blockage, this spiritual blockage of staying in the thinking mode, planning mode, the dreaming mode, idea mode, but not following through with action, because you may come from not only like a different star, but maybe a different dimension where things are created with thought. And so now you're here, you have to follow it through with action. So just think of it as, you know, like a video game. You have to do things in video games that you don't do in real life in order to complete something, complete a task or a mission. So yeah, that's just what came through. Okay, let's see what other messages we have. You know, when we think about it, angels are like another, they come from they exist in a higher plane of existence, a higher realm. While they have appeared to people in the 3D, that is not their natural state. They come from, I don't know that higher is the right word, but we're kind of encumbered and limited with our language, but it's a different plane of existence, a non-physical plane. All right, what other messages does Archangel Michael have for reading 3 at this time? Okay, that card jumped out and I felt that one want to jump out. So we have the Emperor, which is being structured and following through, being consistent. So you have your strategy, you have your idea, your inspiration, you know how to do it. Now just day by day do it. You don't have to get it all done in one day, but just being consistent and structured about doing it. The 9 of Pentacles. This is, you know, manifesting it in the 3D. It's pentacles, it's earth, it's an achievement, and it's being fulfilled. So learning to be fulfilled in these daily tasks, enjoying each one. I'm not 100% sure who said this, but you know, if you are washing dishes, if you have a stack of dishes, it can seem, you know, overwhelming. But if you focus just on one dish at a time and just think of only that present moment, that precise moment of washing that dish, rather than thinking of the whole thing, just focus on one dish. And if you do the same thing with whatever goal that you have, just focus on that one task, then you'll make progress. Like they're showing me somebody who wants to start a business, and there's all kinds of things to do in starting a business. You know, like getting a tax ID number or registering a name and building a website. But instead of being overwhelmed by all of those things, pick one thing to do each day. Find out how to register a name and just work on only that day. Or find somebody who can help you build a website or a software that can help you build the website. And you don't even have to build the whole website in one day, but you can just work on it a little bit every day. And eventually you're going to start to experience joy in these tasks. And this is part of the reason that you are here at this time, is to experience this tangible 3D experience. All right, the Prince of Wands. This is learning to, create things tangibly. We have this wand. This wand is the magician's wand. So it's like it seems like magic to create things, to take something from an idea and to manifest it. But there are these steps in between. The Prince of Wands is also about new beginnings, change. He brings good news. And they're showing me you doing things in a fun way. So, for example, if you have to cook a meal, thinking of each ingredient and its qualities. And, it's like you're making a potion as you add each ingredient. Thinking about, oh, I'm adding this salt to protect me and whoever else you're making that meal for. And I'm adding this rosemary to give me commitment and strength, and actually mixing that in not only in your meals, but everything that you do, finding ways to make each task that you do fun. If you have to wash the dishes, maybe you listen to an audiobook while you wash the dishes, and before you know it, the dishes are done. And then you're looking for something else, some other task to do so that you can keep listening to that audiobook. Or maybe you put on some really good music and you're kind of dancing around and singing while you wash the dishes. So you're getting this energy flowing through your body. But this is a very creative energy. So we have Archangel Shamael, we have the Prince of Wands. This is a very creative time for you, and it's a very fulfilling time. You're going to find joy in doing these tasks, each little task that contributes to the whole. All right, let's get some more cards and see what other clues we can get. Such an interesting message, reading number 3. It feels really magical and fun and exciting. I just want to know what you're creating. Okay, this one kind of leapt. 8 of Cups. I feel like some of these cards came out and I can't remember if it was piled 1 or 2, or maybe some came out in both. In any case, if you were drawn to either one of those piles, you might want to check it out. The 8 of Cups is leaving something behind and pursuing something new. And I did tell you the Prince of Wands was a new beginning. So it's like there was some energetic, emotional, spiritual blockage that you're getting past. You're leaving that behind. And you're now, look at this rainbow up here and look at this rainbow here. Yeah, it's like they're showing me you feeling this block, like being overwhelmed by some mundane task But again, finding some way to bring magic into it, which is just going to transform your experience. Let's get some more cards. What other message does Archangel Michael have for reading number 3? Okay. 8 of Pentacles. All right, so you went from 8 of Cups to 8 of Pentacles. And look at these hands. This is like divine creation. This is you channeling divine inspiration and then making something with it. And the King of Swords. This is also about the cycles. You see the cycles of the moon. So it's knowing that there's ebb and flow and being kind to yourself and recognizing that we're not always creative. Sometimes we go through periods where we're absorbing inspiration from nature, from art, from others. And whether that art's music or a book or film or visual art like paintings or sculptures, we're not meant to constantly create and produce, but we're also meant to absorb. Just like a tree. They're showing me a tree. It doesn't produce fruit all the time. Sometimes it's growing, its roots are growing, its roots are absorbing nutrients, its leaves are absorbing air and sunshine, and then it produces its fruit based on all of the ingredients or elements that it's been acquiring. It needs to acquire all these different elements in order to produce that fruit. And you know, it's really interesting that the 8 of Cups and then the 8 of Pentacles comes out, because the 8 of Cups can signal being restless about something. It's like something has run its course and you've lost interest in it, whether it's a situation, a project, a job, a person. It's like you've just lost interest in this thing, this energy. And the 8 of Pentacles is almost the opposite. It's like you're so excited by this, you're so passionate about it, you're so enthralled that you lose any sense of time while you're engaging in this activity, whatever it is. So with the Prince of Wands and then these two, I see you transitioning from one to the other. It almost even seems, you know, we have the Emperor, which is structure. Then you have the 9 of Pentacles, which is fulfillment. You have this new beginning. You have being done with something and then getting lost in something else. So there's definitely a huge shift within you. And for some of you, it is just experiencing the same thing, but in a new way, making the mundane magical. And for some of you, it is a whole new thing. It's leaving one thing, like leaving one job because you've gained everything from that place that you could gain, and now you're restless and you're ready to stretch your wings and do something new. And the King of Swords is also doing something new. It's moving in a new direction with clarity, with confidence. And so whatever this blockage is, I see that blockage passing and you moving in this new direction with clarity. Whatever it is that you're doing, I see it being, it's going to be in alignment with you. It's not that this wasn't in alignment with you. It was at the time, but now you've outgrown it. You needed to experience this to gain some understanding, some tools, some wisdom. You've gained it, and now you're ready for this new thing. So this restlessness, this dissatisfaction or discomfort that you might be experiencing is just an indicator that it's time for you to move on and do this new thing. But what they're showing me is that she's reaching for the star. And then we have this homesick for the stars. So that can be, like I already mentioned, or it could be some other clue to you. Maybe a place that has stars, or maybe it has a star in the name. I mean, look at all the stars here. And there's stars all over this card as well. Let me know the connection that you make to the stars. And now I'm seeing stars everywhere. The stars in these pentacles. There's a star up here. Please let me know how that resonates for you. So interesting, reading number 3. Whatever this is, though, I see it being a positive change, a huge shift that's bringing you contentment and joy. I see you moving in a new direction in some way, shape, or form, whether it's within the current situation and you just experiencing it in a new way, or just going completely in a new direction, leaving one thing behind and pursuing something new, like a job change or a new project. I love to read your comments and hear how you make connections between the readings in your life. So please leave a comment below. I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 2. You chose this Trapiche Amethyst. And this amethyst helps to open your crown chakra. It enhances your spiritual growth, increasing inner peace, and enhances brain activity. It helps with meditation and channeling your energy. And you also chose this card, Trust. All right, we're going to see how these energies combine to bring you a message from Archangel Michael. What message does Archangel Michael have for reading number 2? All right, we have a journey. All right, so already what I'm getting is that we don't have to know everything about the journey before we start on the journey, because you will meet people along the way. You'll gain information, knowledge, tools that will help you to get further on your journey. You don't have to know all the answers right now. Just trust that the right information will come along at the right time. All right, let's get a message from this deck. What does Archangel Michael want to help? Reading number 2. Oop. Okay, 2 cards flew out. We'll take both of them. We have Moon, take note of intuitive messages. Trust yourself, right? Trust your inner voice. And Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. Trust your intuition, trust your inner wisdom, trust that the right thing is going to come along at the right time. We see this little praying mantis here, and praying mantis don't stalk their prey the way a lion would. They sit and wait to seize the right moment. So just trust that, just like the praying mantis, trust that an insect or whatever it is that they are going to consume is going to show up and they'll have a meal. Just trust that's going to happen. All right, let's get a card from this deck. What message does Archangel Michael have for reading number 2? Longing for home, homesick for the stars. Hyrayeth. All right, so some of you may be from another solar system. This may be your first time incarnating on Earth, or maybe you may have incarnated on Earth a few times, but your soul came from another place. Here's the confirmation from the dogs. So there you go. If you feel like you don't belong here, you have a purpose here. You're sent here to help the planet raise its consciousness. All right, let's get some tarot cards and see what other clues we can get about your message. What does Archangel Michael want reading number 2 to know right now? What does Archangel Michael want reading number 2 to know right now? Those noises in the background are the dogs. That was Torby giving a little shake. You can see them on Instagram if you're ever curious. The moon, intuition. Look at that. 2 moons. And remember, we talked about your crown chakra opening. So I see that you are really moving along on your spiritual journey, and there's this leap in your spiritual evolution, in your intuitive abilities, in your abilities to channel divine messages, and perhaps channel messages from home. Ooh, that was a couple. Let's take both of these. Is it just 2? Yeah. All right, we have the Knight of Wands, which is, you know, channeling, pursuing that divine creative energy. Wow. You have 2 moons and the High Priestess. You are really plugging into this divine cosmic information. All right, and then you're starting to create something with that. It's going to help you to achieve something. All right, we have the Prince of Wands. Wow, okay, the Prince of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. A lot of creative energy. Very creative. And this is like your hard work paying off. You know, wands are creativity, their spirituality, their passion, and they're also action. It's doing. They're action oriented. In particular, the Knight of Wands. It's the energy of fire. So transformation and action. And what I see is that all of this work, all of this action is paying off, and that you have an opportunity coming to you for you to seize that moment. So just trust, let go of any fears, and trust that things are going to work out and that there is good news on the horizon. You know, I never noticed before the bags are packed here. There's definitely a big change coming. Not only is the moon your intuition, your subconscious, your psychic abilities, but it's also something hidden. The Prince of Wands brings good news. Sometimes it's a job offer. It could be an opportunity to travel, but it is some opportunity. There's definitely some opportunity coming your way. And the Knight of Wands, if there is a card that embodies the energy of Archangel Michael, it is the Knight of Wands. Archangel Michael holds a fiery sword, and we see here this fiery wand that the Knight of Wands is holding. And knights are connected to the element of air, and wands are connected to the element of fire. So that combined energy of air and fire, you know, fire needs to consume air. Without it, it disappears, right? It squelches. So this is very powerful. And we even see this phoenix. So it could be that you may have felt like I don't want to say despair. Some of you may have felt that, you know, maybe discouraged, like that something wasn't going to happen. But the Prince of Wands is bringing you good news. The Four of Wands is celebrating achievement, success. It's enjoying the fruits of your labors. We see all these grapes and peaches and cherries, apples. So make sure that you take time to celebrate this well-deserved achievement. You deserve this. This is due to your work. Take time to notice also how far that you have come. Look back on where you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and notice how you are today, how much more graceful in movement and action you are today than you were 10 years ago. Wow, this is such a positive message. Very, very positive. I'm super excited for you. Just know something good is going to happen. Something amazing. And in addition to that, I feel like many of you already know, because we have 2 moons, the High Priestess, and this Trapiche Amethyst, which is a very rare amethyst. Super excited for you. Please let me know. Come back once you get your good news and post it on here. We all want to celebrate with you. This is an awesome community. I'm so happy that you're part of it. If you're new, I hope you'll come back, and you're always welcome to visit my website and get additional guidance if you feel that you need it. I'm wishing you the best. Congratulations. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.